superpower is probably patience and encouragement. These days, kids are feeling really inadequate. They're not feeling like they have it in them to do something they've never done before. We need to create a place that was hands-on, that was a fun environment, that allowed kids to be creative and allowed kids a safe place to get it wrong. What drives me are those aha moments, those moments where you see the kid, they get it. And I tell you what, I live for that moment. Because when you give them an opportunity to approach it at their level and then add in sprinklings of the challenge, and they've got to kind of race themselves and maybe other students in order to get there, they're tenacious about it. They're excited about it. And when they achieve it, that is the greatest joy. That is what the Cincy STEM Lab is all about. Our job is about helping them build their confidence. It's about making the learning process different, fun, and very approachable. And STEM and science and tech and engineering and math is becoming a lot less scary to them. The problems that we are facing in the 21st century with climate change and access to electricity and energy, these are the jobs that have the money. We have to have all hands on deck for that type of work. And that is what we are here to do, to expose students, no matter how little money you have to how much money you have, how much you think you know and how much you don't know, and to help build their confidence so that they are ready to step out in STEM and say, here I am, this is exactly where I was supposed to be.
One. 2, 3.
The Bearcats are baffling. The Bengals are still a little bit bungling. The Browns are trying to do their best, and we're going to try to have a good show tonight in the process. All right. Welcome to We Not Boxed In, episode 13. I'm your host tonight, Melvin Levitt, aka the Helicopter. We're live here at Park Place, here at Forest Park. Come on up here and check us out. Okay, we got a wing special up here. We got some special guests in the building as well tonight. Can't wait to bring these young men on. But let's just dive right into a lot of things that we got to get caught up on, but at the same time, some exciting things that's going on, that's going to be taking place, that's happening in our city with our sports teams locally. I'll start off with my Bearcats, man. Got some product placement here coming up. Can't wait to deliver that, some of that to y'all. Check that out. But at the same time, man, big news with the Bearcat men's basketball team with the statement from Wes Miller on the Jizzle James situation. There's been a lot of speculation surrounding Jizzle the last several months, and there's some things that I didn't want to talk about when it came to the story because I just wanted to kind of let things manifest itself on its own. We are a podcast, and sometimes information get out there, and you just want to run with it, but at the same time, you got to be careful about factual things that you put out there because you don't want to lead nobody on to lead things the wrong way. So, waiting for Wes Miller, the coach, to speak about it. He spoke very firmly about the situation. As we know, Jizzle James has been away from the basketball team the last couple months, dealing with some personal issues. As Coach Miller said in his statement, it reads, Jizzle has been dealing with some personal things throughout the summer. He has been removed from the basketball team and is currently not a member of the basketball squad. And you can read that or run with that as many ways as you can. He says it's a personal matter. He does not have any more comment on it until things come about. But again, that statement, people can run with it how they want to run with it. Me, I'm going to just let it manifest itself because there are some key words in that statement that kind of lead me to believe that, things can possibly be, taken care of and just can possibly return to the University of Cincinnati men's basketball team. But nevertheless, with Jizzle James, I know him personally. So wishing him the best of luck with whatever the issues are that he's battling. Prayers to him. Again, he's a good kid at the same time. So hopefully he lands on his feet. Hopefully he's back as a Bearcat. But if he doesn't, the future, I'm wishing the best for him as an athlete, but as a young man first. Because again, that's what we forget sometimes. These kids are. They are young men. They are kids, and they're in a highly pressured situation. Social media has become king, and a lot of things go on socially. You see things socially, and kids kind of let themselves go a little bit. So you see a little bit more. So maybe a little bit was too much exposed early for them or whatever. But at the same time, getting your own decisions that you have to make. When you're in that limelight, so to speak, and you have a face as recognizable as Jizzle James has. But at the same time, again, wishing the best of luck, hoping that he can return to the basketball team. Will be a major blow, obviously, to the roster for returning basketball players, coming in. But at the same time, I think the basketball team still has an opportunity to compete at a very high level. Just missing one of their stars definitely hurts. But it says a lot kind of about, obviously what Wes Miller, how serious he is at the same time about his basketball program and what he wants to present as a product. We're now in the stage, and again, where things are, really at the 11th hour with the basketball program in a lot of people's eyes. So for him to make a decision like this, some can run with it the other way, but, others, if they're looking at things, I think how you should be. I think he was back into maybe a situation that he didn't want to be in, and when those things happen, decisions are made. So, you have to do those things in certain situations to make your situation better. So, as a coach myself, as a teacher as well, I have to, as we say, you stand on business when it comes to, what you're trying to present. And University of Cincinnati basketball program is a brand that is recognizable nationally. So, and it's something that we're trying to get back on the level. Things like this that go on with the basketball team or whatever program it is. Sometimes it sheds a bad cloud on it. So, but at the end of the day, again, we're wishing again the best for everyone in this situation involved. Sticking with the men's basketball program, it's exciting to see that the schedule is picking up, so to speak. The last several years, non-conference opponents, haven't been, the best. Some, is liking, but the West has went out this off season and really scheduled some non-conference opponents to really bolster that schedule. So when it comes to NCAA tournament time, if a decision needs to be made, they can look at our strength of schedule and go, hey, this guy's put out in place some pretty good people. Going back to the Georgia game being signed, now the most recent, obviously, the Louisville game is going to be at Heritage Bank Arena, and then most notably the Clemson matchup has been signed as well. So looking forward to that one. Had a little back and forth with Victor Lockton a little bit. Not sure if he really knew if it's me or not. I was going back and forth with him online a little bit, but was having some fun back and forth with the banter. Big Vic was an integral part of the University of Cincinnati basketball team, trying to restore our allure. He did a great job, with us. I appreciated Vic's effort here, so wish him the best of luck. He's doing great up there in Clemson, and can't wait to see him play coming up. Again, to get into the roster again, as far as the men's basketball program, school has started. I think the guys are excited about what's going on down there on campus, and they're ready to start chopping at the bit at fall workouts and things like that. The University of Cincinnati has had another record-setting enrollment as far as students across the board, whether if it was online students or first-year students on campus, with 54,000 between UC UAS campus and Claremont campus as well. So congratulations to my alma mater. It's great to see that the university is doing the things that they need to do to, again, keep the brand solidified in a lot of people's minds and keep the youngins excited about coming to see us. Moving on a little bit, we got football kickoff week coming. I know that people are excited about this Thursday night. Hopefully you're ready. It's a prime time matchup for the Bearcats. Get a chance to see them in a pro setting. They're playing at Kansas City Arrowhead Stadium. Playing against a very notable tradition program in the University of Nebraska. Chance for the Bearcats to knock on the door a little bit this season, at the beginning of the season in the Big 12. Obviously, everybody knows the University of Nebraska as being one of the most storied programs in college football. Hasn't been maybe on that stage as of late the last couple of years, but at the same time, we know what that type of program can offer. Obviously, being this NIL time where, the transfer portal also has become king. So we're thinking that it's going to be probably a tough matchup going up into Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, which is probably basically a home game for Nebraska. We're facing Dylan Raiola, one of Patrick Mahomes' lookalikes. He likes to play like Pat Mahomes and things like that, like to model himself after Patrick Mahomes. He's got the same haircut and everything. So we're going to have that delivery. He's a great athlete. Got some key transfer guys in as receiving targets. Dane Key from Kentucky and Desire Hunter from Cal. So our DBs on that outside have to kind of be ready for, some downfield strikes and things like that from Raiola. But the offensive line as well is said to be better, as it has been, in years for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. So we all know what they present with their running game, but more of an open style now as of late. They're going to push the ball down the floor and look to kind of, control things with a different type of pace. Defensively, they're revamped, but definitely vulnerable to, what we have to offer. And Brendan Stormsby being a Johnny Unitas Johnny Unitas watch list, Golden Arm watch list candidate. Offensively, we've done some things last year that kept us in some games. We were one possession away in a lot of them. So our key is going to be able to kind of keep going on with that same pace of controlling the football, and be in a situation where we can score late and have a chance to to win games. We have a strong starting front line as well. Offensive line in, so we protect as well as open up some running holes for our running backs. On defense, Jake Golding, named one of the freak athletes in the NCAA college football. Just saw a nice piece on him with Fox 19. A returning starting linebacker is going to create a lot of havoc, looking to make his name a little bit more coming up this Thursday night. Obviously, again, mentioning the Godfather, Dante Corleone. I think this is his last season here. Looking to really stake his claim here in the Big 12, being the 49th ranked player out of 100, in college football, but the top ranked player in the Big 12. So after coming off the injuries that he's had, with the blood clots, losing a lot of time, wish Dante world of luck. Our Bearcats again are set to play this Thursday, 9 p.m. On ESPN. Again, Nebraska is favorite, 6.5. Over and under is 53.5 points. Again, it's taking place in Arrowhead, Kansas City Stadium. So hopefully, our Bearcats can continue that dominance, so to speak, that the Bengals got over the Kansas City Chiefs by going up there and taking care of a little bit of business. And that's my mic drop going into our first break. We'll be back soon.
You stupid for that.
Yeah, we out here, bright lights, game day. With no field turning up, it's the showcase. Sunday heat, September vibes in the air. Clark, Montessori on impact everywhere. From the dugout to the plate, feel the power when we swing. High school kings, crowd loud when we bring that fire at that hustle, everybody gon' see. This the moment, the legend where the boys gon' be. Oh, squad on deck, energy insane. Bats cracking bases, burning like flame. From the first pitch to the very last play, we gon' shine, we gon' win, we gon' put it on display. It's the boys high school baseball showcase. Turn the volume up, let the crowd go crazy. From the first base slide to the home plate chase. We reppin' hard, yeah, we run this place. It's the boys high school baseball showcase. Dreams in the dirt and the lights in our face. From the city to the league, this our big stage. We throw high, let's set it ablaze.
Yeah, Cincinnati in the light tonight. Big booming on the mic. Let it shine bright. November 15th. Yeah, this for the ones who gave it their all. Listen, yeah.
From the field to the floor, we earned this flow. Every practice, every bruise helped us grow. From bowls and kicks to goals and dreams. Now we step in the light where the spotlight beams. Laced in grace with that urban crown. Young stars from every part of town. Presented by love that believed in our name. On impact and united raised our flame.
This ain't luck, this legacy. We built it strong, now let it be.
From sideline cheers to MVP.
Tonight we stand in victory. On the golden stage we ride. Tears of joy in every eye. From the field to the mic, we claim this pride.
Since the youth we testify.
Dressed in honor, look how far we came. From the struggle to the Hall of Fame. Saturday night, let the city proclaim. We stars now, remember our name. Yeah. To the girls with grace who flipped and flew. And the boys with grit who broke straight through. To the coaches and the parents that stayed in rain. This awards for the hearts that pushed through pain. Cincinnati rules with a skyline dream. Every hustle, every chance built this team. Big boom and got the
How much time we got?
About 2 minutes.
Cincinnati, we in here. Let's go.
November 16, mark the date and ball. Where the future's go. Pass popping, cleats in flight. Youth league stars under Friday night lights.
This ain't just a game, it's a showcase. From the west to the east, every squad in place. Reppin' Cincy hard with that hunger in our eyes. On impact raised us, now it's time to rise.
All-star lights, we were made to shine, shine tonight. Every cheer, every play, feeling right. Cincy kids, hearts full, taking flight.
On the field, in the air, we go high. Cheer girls, lift spirits to the sky.
All-star dreams in our soul, we alive. Let them know this is our time to thrive.
From helmets to balls, we all came to rep. Cincinnati, united, yeah, we're prepped. Turf burn, sweat drops, but we ain't folded. Legacy builds when the city's holding. Shout out to the coaches, the fans in the stands. To the dancers, the hitters with legendary plans. Unity in motion is more than just play. We the future of the game, we the stars of the day.
And when the lights cut on, we gon' bring it up. From kickoff to the whistle, we stand tall. It's our league, our voice, our call. Cincinnati rise, we never fall. Under these all-star lights, we were made to shine tonight. Every cheer, every play, feeling right. Cincy kids, hearts full, taking flight. On the field, in the air, we go high. Cheer girls, lift spirits to the sky. All-star dreams in us, so we alive. Let them know this is our time to thrive.
Presented by the ones who believe in the dream. On Impact Emotions, repping the team. CYFCL, strong and proud. We gon' up. Hit up.
Yeah, I got the school on the one. I got the school stuff already. That's what I'm saying. Like if we got, we got if they on any honor rolls or anything like that,
Let me throw this for you and I'm ready.
Hey, I like this pen.
You ready?
So let's stay fit, fine, and healthy using iridology. Welcome to Kalima's Digital Practice. I am Kalima. I offer iridology readings, wellness coaching, education, and accountability to help you reach your health and wellness goals. What is iridology? People keep asking me. Well, let me tell you. Iridology is a non-invasive way to manage weight, stress, and emotional wellness, and so much more through using your left and right iris. As a certified master iridologist, I am educated to read iris patterns, colors, and markings that reflect what's happening inside and outside the body before symptoms even appear. Pretty dope, right? Now, I'm inviting you into my world of iridology where I am accepting new clients, offering a free 15-minute wellness talk to explore your health and wellness goals and guide you to your next steps. Go to kalimasdigitalpractice.com to RSVP. We are HIPAA compliant. Disclaimer: iridologists do not tell your future. Iridology isn't pseudoscience. Rather, it's backed by data, nature, and historical facts. It's real natural healthcare. Ready to learn more about iridology? Good. Follow me. Let me coach you.
Process. It's fucking dumb process, man. Oh, nice show reviews. Yeah. As soon as I leave here, we're going. Reagan beating all the charges. Nah, I think it's something wrong with Facebook. Because it's messing up my mind too. So if it's something wrong with Facebook, it's something wrong with IG. But it's 7:37. My record was better than that. My record was better. Who was 7-3? Ready? 1. All right, y'all. We about to go back live from commercial. So just keep it down a little bit. Need to pop up when you sat down. You probably had to get away from it. Wow, this is okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, we're back. Welcome to the We Not Boxing Podcast. Your host, Mel 11 for the evening. Shout out to our sponsor, who's been holding us down pretty much all summer. Piney Water. Refreshing, great taste. Check Piney out if you get an opportunity. But again, shout out to Piney Water for their support of the We Not Boxing Podcast and on Impact Recruiting Services across the board. Do a lot of great things in the city for a lot of entities and also representing some athletes as well. So I'm definitely looking to tap in a little bit more to Piney and what they got to offer and things like that. But just kind of sticking with a little national news here right now in this segment. Basketball is my forte, so got to bring you a little bit of basketball news here in the NBA. John Wall, number 1 pick in 2010, is retiring, which is kind of big. Just looking at the fact that nowadays, as you're seeing a lot of guys that you recognize and that you seen on the scene at certain times or whatever, now their careers are now starting to come to an end. I mean, John Wall was a guy that was kind of real with injuries a little bit. Didn't get an opportunity to really get out there and display the talent that he really could. I mean, he had some great opportunities and great games and things like that, some great scoring nights, but his career again was going to cut short. You have to kind of wonder if the injuries were not a factor like with some of the other point guards. Derrick Rose, one of the most notable. Brandon Roy being another one. If those injuries wouldn't have happened to those guys, what kind of careers they actually could have had, because, man, they were great at what they did. And as undersized individuals, that needs to also be understood just how good that those guys really were at that level because of their size. When you talk about a league that is so big, big nationally, I'm talking big as far as size. When you talk about guards now being 6'9", 6'8", 6'7", with wingspans almost a 7 foot, these guys were able to do it at a level, a very high level, being very undersized now. Different time, different game with a lot of rules when it came to defense and things like that. But at the same time, John Wall was the guy who went out there, was proven, and did his thing on night after night. So shout out to John. John Wall, Kentucky Wildcat, not one of my most favorite basketball teams, but they were fun to watch once they got up and down and run the floor. And they were dominant down there in Lexington. You can't deny what those guys were putting together. So again, congratulations to John Wall on his career, and best of luck in retirement, whatever comes next. I know he's got a lot of money. One of the jokes online was the fact that the money that he was able to kind of walk away with throughout his time, 647 games, and he netted over crazy numbers, when it came to the millions and billions of dollars. One quote was that he stole a lot of money, which, you can say what you want about that, but there's a lot of people and a lot of different entities stealing money. They go to work every day and they don't do nothing for the job. They just get paid. All right, so we'll leave that alone right there. Moving on to the big three, man. Ice Cube hit another home run this season with the big three. A lot of excitement, a lot of entertainment, and of course, a lot of drama. The championship team being Lance Stevenson, former Bearcat, and Michael Beasley. Two guys who had a really, really crazy relationship. I'm not sure if you followed their whole little one-on-one competition, basketball-wise, that they put together amongst each other, but it was a wild scene on Instagram. And it ended up actually being a pretty good show. Michael Beasley ended up beating Lance in the one-on-one contest. I think it was for like $1 million or something like that. But it was the tension and all of the hoopla that came from it that developed this relationship that they were able to kind of put together for Miami 305, Team 305 in Miami, to kind of come out and win a Big Three championship that kind of nobody, I don't think, really expected them to do. But the relationship that they were able to form prior to this event, I think, was sort of the key. The chemistry of knowing each other, tendencies. When you're playing a 3-on-3 basketball game, it's not as wide open as 5-on-5. You kind of got to know guys where they like to have the ball in certain sweet spots. You have to have the room to maneuver and kind of do your thing. But at the same time, again, playing off each other's chemistry, their know-how and things like that for one another. I mean, man, it did pretty well. Lance ended up with 14 points, 9 rebounds. Michael ended up with 25 points and 12 rebounds. But these guys have been doing their thing, the whole season. They had a 26-point effort apiece going into the championship game to beating Dallas in that effort. But again, it was just kind of, funny to watch them go throughout the season. Again, the drama that was built, Lance had some crazy things go on with several basketball players in the Big Three this season. Just bringing a different energy, man. I know Lance having an opportunity to get back out there on that scene and against guys that he's played against before. I know he was really chomping at the bit and excited. And Michael Beasley always been the ultimate competitor that he is. You knew he was going to go out there, put his best foot forward and stick his chest out. So, and he did that. Mario Chalmers came up big again. If you remember him from the University of Kansas, hit a big shot in the national championship game. Hit another big shot in this championship game to seal the victory for the Big Three. So shout out to Miami Team 305, one of the new expansion teams in the Big Three this season. And I'm thinking that there's going to be several more to come, in the near future. Again, Ice Cube has really done a great job with expanding and marketing his brand, his product. They came here to Cincinnati and put on a great show and things like that. So again, hopefully it continues to grow. He comes back to Cincinnati and I can finally go ahead and get that tryout and we can see what happens. I got some tape, some film from some latest things that I've been doing. So y'all can check that stuff out and maybe give me that tryout, man. Some older cats up in there. I still got bounce. It's the coming down part I got to worry about. It's not the getting up part. So we'll figure all that other stuff out when we need to. But I can hit them foul line jump shots, man. I can just spot up, keep the ball, bang. It's all day. I got that film. I'm going to holler at y'all. All right, moving on to the WNBA. We haven't talked about the WNBA in a while. The ladies have really been putting on a show. It's been a scene physically in a lot of these games. They've really stepped up their play. I'm not sure if it's, wanting to get a ratings boost or whatever it is, but man, they've really been playing some physical basketball as of late. And there's been some injuries on the front that's kind of been happening as well. One being Sophie Cunningham. She's out for the season with the Indiana Fever, joining several of her teammates, Caitlin Clark and Sydney Colston, along with Amari McDonald. They're all guards. Ari McDonald, I'm sorry, not Amari. Sorry, Ari, didn't mean to do that. Which are all guards, which, if you don't have guards on your basketball team, I'm not sure if you can put post people up there to run that position, but they're really hurting, obviously, with that injury to Sophie, one of their team leaders, obviously, the team enforcer and things like that. But not sure if they were really in a position, which I think they were not in a position really to compete in the postseason. It just, kind of is a setback for them going into their off season and things like that. So we're hoping that they can get healthy. They had a pretty good thing going, but one thing they do got going for them is that Princeton Viking here from Cincinnati, that Kelsey Mitchell, she has been on a tear, an absolute tear these last 3 games. Just picking up the effort for her basketball team. When one person goes down, you got to step up. The next person steps up and kind of, takes the load that's been missing. And she's been doing that in 2 outings against the Minnesota Lynx. She's had 27 and 26 points respectively. And, Minnesota Lynx probably is going to be a team that may be in the NBA Finals if they don't win the NBA Finals, the WNBA Finals. Sorry about that, excuse me. But at the same time, again, coming back to Kelsey Mitchell, 38-6 versus the Connecticut Sun going almost a week and a half back. But what's interesting about that performance is the fact that she had 34 points after the first half. So that just means she went absolutely nuclear in the second half of the game and scored the most points since 3 Hall of Famers. She's on the list with 3 Hall of Famers as far as scoring the most points in that action. So, shout out to Kelsey Mitchell again, hometown product, Cincinnati, born, made, Princeton Vikings still out there representing, doing anything. They didn't represent on the football field this past weekend, which we knew that was a tough matchup. Which we'll get into that high school football stuff here a little bit later in the show. But again, Kelsey Mitchell, great job picking up for your teammates. Shout out to you. Keep doing your thing. With that, I got a little product placement here. Happy birthday, Mamba. All right. Ruben Patterson, don't be jealous, but I got this. And it's official. Let me bring that into the camera so you can see what's going on here. I'm not playing. And I left a tag on this thing too, so you can really see how official I be rocking. You know what I'm saying? Helicopter here. You don't got it going, you know what I'm saying? Turn it on the back, let you see all that. Bring that in there, you know what I'm saying? Let you see how it's done, Bought at a time when the COVID activity was going on, so around the time when Kobe Bryant passed away, so I've been kind of holding these things back. I got a black one that you saw a couple weeks back, but I've been holding them back for special moments and special occasions. This was a break glass in case of emergency moment. So I broke the glass on these jerseys and brought this out. So to the Mamba, a guy who was very, very encouraging and motivating during my time out there with the Lakers. Again, there was a short cup of coffee that I had with them. Most of you know what that means, but at the same time, it means a short time. Short time well spent with one of the most classiest organizations in the game. Got a chance to learn the business, what it's about, and to the youngsters and parents, it is a business. It is not really about the skill at times. It's about, again, what goes on behind closed doors and contractually and things like that. So if contracts don't work, sometimes it don't manifest itself to the basketball court. So keep those things in mind. It's not all about the glitz and glamours, the slam dunks, 3-pointers, commercials, tennis shoes, and all that endorsement stuff. If it doesn't happen behind the scene first, it doesn't translate to the floor. So keep doing your thing out there, youngsters. Keep striving to be the best. Black Mamba, happy birthday again. Shout out to you. Thank you.
So let's stay fit, fine, and healthy using iridology. Welcome to Kalima's Digital Practice. I am Kalima. I offer iridology readings, wellness coaching, education, and accountability to help you reach your health and wellness goals. What is iridology? People keep asking me. Well, let me tell you. Iridology is a non-invasive way to manage weight, stress, and emotional wellness, and so much more through using your left and right iris. As a certified master iridologist, I am educated to read iris patterns, colors, and markings that reflect what's happening inside and outside the body before symptoms even appear. Pretty dope, right? Now, I'm inviting you into my world of iridology where I am accepting new clients, offering a free 15-minute wellness talk to explore your health and wellness goals and guide you to your next steps. Go to kalimasdigitalpractice.com to RSVP. We are HIPAA compliant. Disclaimer: iridologists do not tell your future. Iridology isn't pseudoscience. Rather, it's backed by data, nature, and historical facts. It's real natural healthcare. Ready to learn more about iridology? Good. Follow me. Let me coach you.
Two, one, go.
Welcome back to Cincinnati to the Lead Out Boxing podcast. We've got some really, really special guests here as I mentioned earlier. We got some more PB football players for you this week. We got the Money Boys representing 9U youth. All right. We have Chandler Brown, aka Reggie Bush. All right, we call him Chan. We got Bryson Ross, aka Spice, and we got Amir Green, and they just call him Amir. All right, you know what I mean? He's got just Amir's everything. So, guys, what's up, man? How you guys doing? Doing good. Yeah, loosen up, man. This your time. Have fun with it, man. Again, you want to shout somebody out real quick? You want to shout your mom out, parents out real quick? Shout out to mom and dad.
I want to shout out Brandon Baylor, our quarterback. I want to shout out Bryson. I want to shout out CJ and Jabbar.
Okay, that's a good thing, man. We always want to try to take care of our other guys, man, that can't be involved in what's going on. It's all about the team. It's a team effort. You know, things I'm not sure, you know, if all three of you go out and play the football game by yourself, do you? All right, so it's a team effort, and it's always good to you know, pay homage and pick up your teammates and things like that. So I got an opportunity to come out and see a little bit of Little League football for the first time here in Cincinnati, and I was blown away with what I had an opportunity to see, man. I mean, the highlights, the gameplay, the speed of it, the instinct, then most of all, then the swag and all that stuff that went along with that. It was really, really nice to see, again, the youngsters kind of, again, own their moment, you know, so to speak, not be shy about going out there and playing, because most kids your age, again, when they get in front of other people, they kind of shy away from the action a little bit. You know, they don't want to be out there, they don't want to be seen. But, you know, watching you guys play, watching some Hilltop, watching a little bit of what Woods teams play against some other entities, you guys do a pretty good job of going out there and sticking your chest out pretty far. I mean, with they being the Money Boys, is it something? I mean, who gave you the nickname first off? Did one of your coaches give you that nickname? Is he here tonight? Coach Tommy. Coach Tommy, are you here tonight, Coach Tommy? Yeah, Coach Tommy over here in the corner. Coach Tommy is he's the mastermind behind the Money Boys. Coach Tommy, what was the inspiration behind the team name? You know what, Bud? That's what I'm talking about. Bud is on it. Bud is on it. We got to get the other microphone here so we get the live audience on. But we got one over for Coach Tommy.
The last team was the money team, and I call them the money team because they sold tickets, they put butts in seats. So okay. When I saw this team, I was like, they got a chance to be better. So I'm out with this little brother in Philly, and they do their thing for sure.
They take care of business. They living up to the billing, so to speak. I tell kids all the time, you know, if you're gonna wear my number 21, you gotta represent it well. And I tell anybody that's coming into the University of Cincinnati, you're gonna wear number 21, you better represent number 21 the right way, because I wore it and it hasn't been worn like that since. So I understand that sentiment with your team name. You know what I mean? You got some youngsters that you feel like they can carry it on. So I understand where you're coming from with that, Coach Tommy. Appreciate that. Jim, really quick. I see that you are a honor roll, straight A student. And kids, that's one of the most important things. You cannot play sports or continue to play without your grades, all right? Certain entities, you're allowed to kind of get by, but once things get a little bit more serious at certain ages, you gotta have the grades. So Chan, being an honor roll student, looks like it says straight A's here. And then being a two-sport guy, that's something, again, that's kind of interesting, because that takes up a lot of time.
And to be an A student and continue to do two sports.
That's setting the bar. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's setting the tone for what it's called student athlete. It's not called athlete student. Okay, so he's doing the bill definitely in the classroom. Can you tell me what your favorite subject is? Math. What? You hear that? Kid likes math. Now, I'm in the school myself, and I go around to certain classrooms besides what I do with my ELL, English language learners. And I see some kids that just don't want to do math at all. Like, math scares me at this age, 49 years old. And the thought of doing some math problems really kind of make me sweat, make my stomach hurt a little bit. What is it about math that you really, really enjoy?
I enjoy doing multiplication.
Multiplication. Times this, times that. You know what I mean?
You know that.
Yeah. That.
You know how to count? Nobody gonna cheat.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Ain't nobody gonna cheat here.
Ain't gonna definitely cheat my man out of anything. But again, I mean, to be obviously, math can carry a lot of different places, man. That's one subject that can really, really like afford you a great, great living in a lot of different entities. You don't have to just put yourself in one thing to try to make money. Math can you can do anything with that. So keep doing that, but keep doing the thing with that. I mean, obviously, again, straight A student, two sports athlete. He runs the 400, the 200, and the 100. And the thing looks like it's the 4x4 as well. 4x1. All right, so the kid is out here doing his thing, man, athletically. Which again, two sport athletes in football is a plus for coaches. Me as basketball coach, I love two sport athletes. I love to get football guys out there on the basketball court. I love soccer players because of their physical feet, their conditioning, can run all day. So keep that, definitely in mind as you go forward. With sprinting and running, obviously helps you on the football field to even chase people down or run people away from somebody. Right. All right, moving on to our next person, our next player here, Bryson Ross. All right, AKA Spice. You were reminding me that he had an interception return.
Yes, big 6.
Sitting there watching. I remember watching
like a walk-off.
Just kind of going with the wind, so to speak. Again, like I said, man, watching these kids play, man, like I said, my jaws were dropping, my eyes were this big. You know what I mean? It was going like this with my head back and forth.
Remember when we was up in the booth and we saw the pick and the way he stepped? He said it looked like an NFL interception.
Perfect segue into getting me to remember exactly what that was about. That was this young man here. That was good stuff. So
and the way he caught it, I mean, it looked like he was running from a dog. Somebody was chasing him. Because, hey, he hit it, jumped
around, right? Instinct. Again, is what we talked about. I mean, the instinct at your age is really, really impressive. All right, and I know, again, a lot of the talent is raw at your stage, meaning that you haven't been taught a lot yet because you're still so young. And your coaches now are teaching you certain parts of the game. But a lot of you things that you do just instantly is just athletic ability. When it comes to, again, being on point, doing what it is that you do on the field, what are some of the drills? Can you name any of the drills that you do that kind of get you ready for to perform out there on the field?
I usually I do catching drills. I do sprints and I stretch. How
important is it to you, or how important is it, period, to do those types of things before you go out and play?
So I don't pull nothing. So I get my hands warmed up and
just be ready to perform.
Yeah, just be ready.
Yeah, I mean, stretching is important. Obviously, getting your warm up. I tell my kids, they watch these kids, the other players on TV. They watch some of these high school kids at some of their games. I tell them to watch routines, all right? Because every player has a routine when they get out there on the field when they're preparing to play. Whether it's they listen to their music and they run up and down the field a couple times, then they stretch, then they do their slides or whatever. You got to have a pre-game routine, so to speak, to get yourself ready to play. So doing your catching drills and things like that, obviously, puts you in a position to be the best that you can be. And again, to other kids out there, let them know again how important it is. If you want to be good, you got to do those things. So when it comes to practice, how often do you guys practice? How many days a week?
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Now, the other important question: how much time do you put in on your own?
I put on a lot of work when we don't have practice, so I can be ready for the game. I put in a lot of work in the off season, so I can be ready for when the season starts. a lot. I go outside with my brother, and we usually play catch and stuff around here.
Off-season work is important. You don't get better during the season. Okay, as a coach, take it from me. All right.
What position y'all play?
I play wide receiver, running back, safety, and sometimes quarterback. I play wide receiver, running back, and corner. I play outside linebacker.
I just picked that up, but I forgot to mention that obviously when introducing the guys there as far as the position. I mean, multi-position players, obviously multi-skilled individuals. Again, which is majorly important to success of any team that you're on. If you got kids that can play different positions at certain times, you can mix that package up any kind of way you want it. But shouting out the rest of obviously their information here. Xavier Jesuit Academy. If anybody's watching from Xavier Jesuit, shout out to you guys there. Chandler's here representing you guys very well. Fairfield South, we got Brian Ross here with you guys, and then from Mount Healthy North, we got a man Muir Green. So anybody watching from those schools, get into the chat, chime in, send a reply, say hi. Send a question to one of these guys. They're gonna be hanging out with us for a couple more minutes here. Definitely in the next segment if we can keep them on. But let them know that you're watching. Let them know you appreciate them by doing, again, by sending something in here to the chat to us. Their next opponent, they're 3-0 right now on the season. Coach was telling me before the segment started here. Their next opponent is September 13th in Georgia, taking on Georgia Power Elite. Now, that's huge. You're not playing nobody around here. You're not playing nobody down the street. You're not going back down 75 or up 75 or maybe even across 71. You're going all the way down 75. I'm not sure if Impact, you going to take that trip down there and catch the money, boys?
Yeah, if it's worth it.
I mean, man, 9U going down to Georgia. I mean, man, I started playing AU sports a little bit too late. I mean, I started playing about.
These guys are traveling at 6.
Oh my gosh, this got to be an experience. Which brings me to a question like this: what is it like being in, a big city other than Cincinnati at 9, 8, maybe even 7 years old if you actually took a trip somewhere else? What is that feeling like?
It's like that you're not at like a no home game or nothing. You go there to represent yourself, and you go there to win.
It feels like you're going to a different country to show out and play your hardest. It feels like you go out of town to play another team and show that we're better than the other team.
There you go. Talk smack.
Definitely.
There you go.
You want to go out there and leave a mark. One of my biggest things playing AAU basketball was when I went out of state. First of all, when I went out of state, it was like, there's another place other than Cleveland. Cleveland is where I'm from. When I left the Cleveland area and went to maybe Chicago, I was like, wow, there's something other than Cleveland. And when I went to California, I said, wow, there's something other than Chicago. So getting an opportunity to travel for one as a youngster. I was in Vegas at 14 years old. Right? I don't know if you've ever been to Las Vegas if you ever want to get there, but being in Las Vegas at 14 is just one of those Disneyland type of things. It's like, wow, what's going on here? But again, for me, being in those places competitively, it was like what you said. I'm from another place. I'm here now, and I'm coming to leave a mark. All right, you're gonna remember Melvin Levin. You're gonna remember the Cleveland Stars or Cleveland Basketball Club, whatever AAU team I was on. You're going to remember that team because of me. And that's a great attitude to have because you want to go out there, you want to represent your city, you want to represent where you're from, you want to represent yourselves. You definitely want to represent that team name across your chest. All right, you always want to keep that first. And that's cool that you get the opportunity to really go out there and do that. All right? So for me, again, I'm excited about the fact that, again, I'm around this type of stuff now with OIR. So I get a chance to get out here and see you play So the next time you have a local game, I'm not sure if I'll be able to make it to Georgia. I got to teach school and stuff like that. Now I don't know if my principal will let me off work. You know, they probably watch him right now. You know, they probably won't let me off work to come down there. But I'm definitely looking forward to getting out and seeing you guys play locally. And seeing what you
Who's
guys
our next game?
They were telling me what Trotwood will be their next local opponent. Yeah, Trotwood.
Oh, that's gonna be big.
Yeah, because I've seen some teams out of Trotwood from some different levels, man.
Games of the week again.
Yeah, definitely. Mixing those Dayton teams up, man, here in Cincinnati is always good competition and a good time watching the kids display their talents. And again, it's a lot of rah-rah-rah in between.
This is what I'm gonna say. Now, they call him the cowboy. And his team take on the cowboy persona. And when he say, they got to tell what they do. What y'all do in the fourth quarter? What's that new song y'all be playing in the fourth quarter? Yeah, we have the fourth quarter song. When it's four quarters, I put the fours up. What's that music y'all be playing back there? Call four. Call four? 444, yeah.
444?
Okay. Because y'all was turned up out there when y'all played that. Yeah. Did that begin y'all turned up? Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Music always got me hyper, man. That was one thing that kind of got me in the groove. We didn't have a chance to have the music on the court like they have the music on the court right now in some college games. But in the locker room, man, we're trying to crank that thing up as loud as we can, man. Trying to get into that zone and get into that mode going out there and just taking care of business. So to have Coach bring this stuff out on the field for y'all, man, I know it's kind of cool. Because when you're tired, you need an extra motivator. All right? And the fans are a motivator, so you got to kind of feed off that energy. But music as well, too, is a great motivator and great energy. So it's kind of cool that he brings that to the forefront. Amir, I was asking you some questions, man. Just going to get into it real quick. Can you tell me your favorite cartoon, your favorite TV show?
My favorite TV show is SpongeBob.
Why do you like SpongeBob?
Because it's funny and it's good to watch.
So my SpongeBob fans out there, all right? Amir likes SpongeBob, and his favorite snack is?
Chips.
Well, you told me a certain kind of chips. I know I got chips, but what kind of chips did you say? Cheetos. All right? My man loves the Cheetos, all right? Which I see them every day in school. I have to take them away from kids sometimes because they're just eating them all the time. And they're not supposed to eat them in class, so I have to kind of keep the rules, you know, stuff like that. But I like Cheetos as well too. I like the puffs. All right? The crunchy ones, not so much. The puffs are good. Spice. Can you tell what is your favorite TV show?
My favorite TV show is Henry Danger.
Why do you like Henry Danger?
Because it's like superheroes and it's like it just it's good.
Now, what I know what SpongeBob was. Now, is Henry Danger, is that a cartoon or a show TV show? It's a show. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. I thought you gave me a cartoon. That's all right. Have to look Henry Danger up. Some of my TV buffs out there chime into the chat. Let us know what Henry Danger's about. I'm
yes, please. I already know
television buff, so I would like to explore a little bit. So we'd like to see what these guys are into. And lastly, Bryce, tell us.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's what I'm talking about. I saved you for last.
That still come on?
Disrespecting them like that,
I know.
They still have them, man.
That was the cartoon when we was kids.
They go disrespecting me again, man. I knew somebody was going to disrespect me today.
I didn't even know that still came on, bro.
Our producer of the show. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
But I had that game on Nintendo, man.
Man, was it cool with me? And I know, you're thinking about, man, you watching some turtles and a rat. But it was the storyline behind the turtles.
I like it because they did karate.
I mean, they brought 8 pieces. Can you name all 4?
Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael.
That's what I'm talking about right there. And the master is Splinter. All right, that's something I grew up on myself. I'm an old 49-year-old soul, but the Turtles were something. When the movies came out, I watched the movies. When they dealt the cartoons, I did the cartoons. That was something that I kind of enjoyed. So we got something in common, man. You know, we're in the helicopter. We're rolling with the Mutant Turtles. Right? And don't say nothing about it because we'll come see you. All right? Keeping it moving here, man, with the Money Boys. Again, this is a pretty cool segment that we get to have with these youngsters here. Again, we're inviting other entities of, Hilltop football, whatever league that you're a part of. What league is it that these kids are a part of?
The Mega League.
The Mega League? The Mega League. So that was that part of the league?
It's called the Mega League. It's Southwest Ohio football.
Okay, Southwest Ohio football, Mega League. All right. Kids are represented really well. But again, other sports or entities from those from these leagues, again, we're looking to obviously have you on as guests and things like that. Favorite football teams, since we're keeping it into the theme of football. Your favorite football team?
My favorite football team is the Ravens.
Who's your favorite player on the Ravens?
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson. All right. Not a bad choice. That's some good stuff. That's some good things.
My favorite football team is the Bengals.
Right. Bengals. All right. Give a shout out to love. Shout out to the Bengals here. Cincinnati love. Always open.
You got another fan here.
Definitely.
My favorite football team is Philadelphia Eagles.
Ooh, man. He went way left.
He went deep.
How did that come about? Like, how did that? I'm interested in how did that come about? Who made you a Philadelphia Eagles fan? What happened? Saquon Barkley is what happened. Saquon Barkley is what happened. You know, I'll tell you what, he'll change a lot of people's minds. And obviously, he's a great running back to look up to. That's not a bad person you want to kind of maybe patch a game behind. I mean, Saquon is a great athlete, but he seems to be even a better person. If you watch some of his interviews, listen to him talk or anything like that, he speaks about his family and things like that. So you want to model yourself behind somebody. He's a pretty good one. But again, what he do on the football field, man, it's just kind of crazy. It's kind of mind-boggling to watch that guy play athletically. So that's not a bad choice. Will he be able to we talked about this in our, was it the last segment when they played the Bengals? Or 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
He ran for like 2,000 yards last year. Do you think he can run for 2,000 yards this year? You hear that, Saquon? He thinks, Mir thinks you can do it. All right, now you gotta really think you can do it. All right, say you can rush for another $2,000. Let's go ahead and get to another 2 bills. Are they winning the Super Bowl again?
Yes.
See, I don't even know why I asked him that because he's a Philadelphia Eagles fan. Like he's gonna say no. The Buffalo Bills are gonna win. You know what I mean? Something like that. That's all right. I like that, man. Philadelphia Eagles. That sent me for a loop there, man. I was thinking again, you want to kind of keep it, centrally located, things like that. But again, that's not a bad choice at the end of the day. Those guys play good football. They put out a good product. So good luck, to the Eagles. Good luck to the Bengals as well, and good luck to the Ravens. I'm kind of biased against the Ravens.
I just know something. You said you're a Ravens fan.
Yeah.
What you got on Pittsburgh?
Uh-oh.
Pittsburgh.
Uh-oh.
What is that?
Uh-oh.
You kept it in the conference.
Yeah, this kept it in the conference. AFC North. We still battling.
So they used to be my favorite team.
Okay. You used to. Not see. He's young enough. He can change his mind right now. You got to make your mind up. Pittsburgh or Ravens? Okay. Hey, you still a fan? He just now show. He said no more. No more. He's rolling with Lamar.
Speaking of Lamar Jackson, which a lot to be said for Lamar Jackson. All right, good guy. All right, athletic, all those things. Do you think he will have the better season than Joe Burrow?
Yes,
Why do you think he will have the better season?
because he could throw better, he has better
Oh, shots fired!
and he could run better.
Shots fired! Shots fired! And shots fired on that run thing too, because Joe Burrow been saying he can run a little bit. I watched that quarterback next to his special. He broke out a long run. He was talking about he can get that thing up to like maybe 20 miles an hour. So I think that's a shot in the back to Joe Burrow. But that whole throwing thing, that's a real gut punch, man. That's like, I don't know if he listened or not, but he might want to go out and prove that he can throw better than Lamar Jackson, just because you said that.
So, Mick, you said he could throw better than your quarterback. What you said about that?
Probably.
You said Lamar probably can throw better than Joe Burrow.
You think? Man.
Well, we know he ain't Joe Burrow fan. He's a Jamar Chase.
He's a Jamar Chase fan. So he's I bet you he would like to see Jamar Chase catch more touchdowns. You know what I mean? So Jamar Chase catching more touchdowns this year, that means there's only one thing that's happening. Joe Burrow is dropping them in. And it won't be Desmond Ritter or anybody like that. So Desmond Ritter's a former Bearcat. I'm pulling for you, man, to make this roster. In the last preseason game, which we'll get to, didn't fare too well, but at the same time, we're pulling for Desmond to get that last QB spot. They released the QB today, cutting down to the early part of the 53-man roster. We get to that. Yeah, they cut one. Right, that's what I was going to say. He's got a chance to make that team with this quarterback being cut. What is that?
But when they cut one, they really just bring them back on the practice.
Peyton Thorne was cut today as they bring one of their backup quarterbacks. I'm not sure if he even saw any time in the preseason. But again, if you're chopping quarterbacks as they chopped one in Cleveland with Tyler Huntley, that only means there's one less quarterback in that room and one more roster spot up. So, we're all pulling for Shador, man. I think the preseason for the Cleveland Browns has become that story, so to speak. You know what I mean? As far as wanting to see him do good and make a roster spot.
Yeah, 2 great games the year.
Yeah. Last one wasn't too great. One wasn't too great. Made some bad decisions and things like that. But at the same time, as you said, he had a couple good ones. So the tape has to be evaluated fully. It's not been evaluated on one game. So again, Desmond still has an opportunity because they're not really evaluating on one game. He has a collection of preseason action that they're going to look at, to possibly, see who makes that last quarterback spot. Like you're right, Doug, saying you do bring him back for practice squads and things like that. So we'll have to see what happens, and things remain to be seen when it comes to all of us.
I have one question for all of y'all. Who won the Super Bowl in that year?
Ooh. Hey, wait. I just heard somebody say that's easy. Who winning it?
Us.
Not them. They said us. Right here.
So is the Super Bowl? Do they play it against another conference, or it's in the conference?
It's inside
in the mega league.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's gonna be them in Trotwood.
And now they just Trench boys, you just got messed out.
I think it's them in Trotwood.
They say Trotwood and Money Boys at
From what I've seen.
Super Bowl.
Hold on.
So what did
Hold on. Maybe I'm
just
saying the wrong age group. Who beat the Cardinals up in the D1 Nation? What grade was that?
That was 7 years.
Oh, okay, that was 7U. Okay,
That's
all right.
7 years.
Okay, I take that back then. I like that 7U team is good. I like them.
That's right.
Okay, all right. My bad, I had the wrong age group.
That team is called the Incredibles.
Okay.
So, who y'all think y'all opponent might be?
The Cincinnati Cardinals.
Murder that. Okay. Over 6. Late. Money boy said you ain't making it back to the dance. Man, cutting them short. So they won up on you. That victory, and you ain't getting back. Come on, Blake. That's serious talk right there. Sounds like serious talk to me. Definitely. You check that out in the field, man. That's obviously where they're going to have to meet, and they're going to have to settle a lot of the talk and a lot of the differences. So looking forward to seeing how things progress again.
Is that their only loss to them?
Yeah, that's the Trench Squad. Trench Mob, Trench Boys, Trench Boys.
True.
That was their only loss.
That's Blake team.
Yeah,
And Peanut. Is that the one that combined with Hilltop? Hilltop and
Blake is Hilltop.
Okay. Princeton. Okay, that was the comp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah, that's right. They just beat them.
It's pick 6. All right, jumping back into the little interview real quick, just to get the last couple questions in. If football doesn't work out, what is it that we want to get ourselves into? If football doesn't work,
I'm gonna keep running track.
track star. Okay, you want to just kind of keep it around, centered around athletics. All right. If football doesn't work out for you, what do you want to get into?
Baseball and track.
Baseball.
Basketball.
Basketball. All right. Good wheelhouse sports there. You know, at the same time, that's good stuff. It's always good to have another plan. So when you hear they playing, they ain't trying to go to work. They're trying to run sports. Right.
I don't blame them.
They trying to run track, play baseball, or basketball. They mind ain't going out there with the time like us. 3 days, you know what I mean? At some point, you know. They're trying to make it. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Great goals, guys. Great goals. Whatsoever. Pushing for the moon. You know what I mean? They say you fall amongst the stars. So. I got one more question for you. If y'all do make it into sports, football, what you gonna do for your brother?
I'm going to sew out and I'm going to show them that I like that in basketball.
No, I'm saying, what you gonna do for your parents if you make it? Yeah, I didn't have a house, right? Mama wants something.
I'm going to get them a car and some cars and some new house and a new house.
Okay. That's everybody's dream when they do make it big. They get their mama and daddy a house and a car.
Or make.
You got sisters and brothers? I know you got sisters and brothers. You got sisters and brothers?
Yeah.
What you gonna do for the sisters and brothers?
I'm going to help them.
Okay. It's a family thing. They support y'all right now, right? You got to give back to the people who support y'all. That's great.
I'm going to help my family, like my sisters and brothers in school.
That's great. That's great. It's all about moving forward, man. Always taking care of the next. Look out for your parents, look out for your family. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about, and that's who's going to be there for you, to support you. People turn on you every day, you know, but those are people that's always going to be there for you. Your parents, your brothers and sisters, and things like that. So that's definitely something you want to make sure again you take care of and make sure those relationships are really tight. All right, you're taking care of them, things like that. You do the best you can for them. Right? The reason why I asked that question is because they is y'all number one family. Trust me. Right. Your parents, y'all parents, is y'all number one family.
Hey, I got a question for Tom. I'm gonna put you on the spot, man. I'm gonna ask you a question on camera. I got a question. I got 2 questions for you. Now we're gonna put him over here.
You're gonna bring him up next time? How much time we got?
No, bring him up here right now.
Oh, bring him now? Come on. All right, come on up now, coach. Come on up in here.
Come on, Coach. I got 2 questions for you. You.
No,
It's
they
really
want
for
you
you.
to
It
answer.
honestly is.
They want the cowboy to
Yeah.
answer. Hey, y'all, we got the cowboy coming up, y'all.
Just stand behind him. Give the mic.
Wow, wow, wow.
Let me make sure I can get him on here too. Hold on.
Wow, wow, wow.
All right, the first question. What happened at the CE event in Indianapolis? Why didn't y'all play y'all game? In Indianapolis. What?
Oh, it was a rainstorm and it kept being lightning. And it was 30-minute delay, 30-minute delay, 30. And it was like probably 3 hours. So we just were like, we leave.
Okay, so it wasn't. I ain't saying y'all was scared to play somebody, but I thought it was somebody didn't want to play somebody.
Man.
They didn't want to play up.
Oh.
I can't remember the team. That's why I'm asking you. I was up. Remember, I was up there. I was up there.
We don't know this.
Oh, okay.
Second game of the season, we played on one team in the nation. We want
Okay.
Georgia to play, what is it, top 4 or 5? We like smoke, top 4. So we don't. If we can beat down on you, we want to play you. We want to love you. So,
Okay, because a lot of people was asking me that. I didn't know why, but I just remember when you were sitting there. I'm like, hold on, that's the coach. That was
it just kept being a rain delay, 30 minutes, and the parents and even me, I'm not going to keep sitting there. And then for the team we was going to play, it wasn't worth it. So we like it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I got a question. By y'all being in the Mega League and then what's the other conference?
Nevada.
Why don't y'all cross play each other a lot?
They don't want to play us. We'll play their 10Us, we'll play 11-year-old. They don't want to play. People don't want to lose in Cincinnati. We don't care about losing. People don't want to lose in Cincinnati. So they handpick what they want to do. If you could find a 10-year-old team to play us, cool. If you could find a 9-year-old team to play us, cool. But they don't want to play us.
Okay. That was the two questions. I always wonder why y'all don't cross play each other. Or like y'all play them in the Super Bowl to meet up.
Bowls. We play each other.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Well, some teams.
No, we don't.
Not the good matchup that people want to see.
But see, over there, I'm gonna do like I do.
Nah, bud, you bud. You bud, brother. You bud.
Trash. The whole league is trash.
That ain't what I want. I mean, it is. Okay, so look. My question is, kids are kids. Whatever age group. Why can't that league be as good as y'all? Because is it coaching? Is it kids? Because it ain't kids at that age. I'm asking.
You said it first.
It's coaching.
It's coaching.
So that's the difference.
Everybody not ready to play in the Mega League, so you ain't just gonna throw your team out there.
No.
Everybody in there.
I mean, but what makes it that better? Because kids are kids at that same age group. There's elite kids in both, I believe.
Yeah, it's elite kids.
It's elite kids, but it's not a whole lot of elite coaching.
It's like D1, D2, G3.
Yeah, that's what they.
Okay.
That's why I said.
But how do you determine that in little league though? That's
just watch them play.
Just watch. Yeah, just difference in playing.
Okay.
Wow.
That's it, right?
All right. I don't want to get your flip. All right, because I mean, I just wonder why. I ain't know like if there was not enough kids for its competition or it's just
the difference is okay. They are what you call combined ages. They go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
right.
Us over here in the Mega League, we go individual age. Yeah.
Single age. Okay.
6U, 5U, by themselves. You got 7U, 8U, 9U, 10U, 11U, 12U. And most of them over there, they got the combined age, won't play a team like Tommy at 9, 10, because they're going to say they 9 and we 9, 10. But they might be young, but they still won't play because they don't want to have that repetition. Oh, we lost to a bunch of 9-year-olds. 9, 10.
So it's like AAU basketball. Then.
Yeah.
It's the same.
So, you know what I mean?
Okay.
They pick and choose who they want to play. Now, if they dominate 9, yeah, we'll play a 9U team. But they won't play a 10U team.
Right.
They're going to say, we young.
I get it.
These boys bang big bros, little bros. So they're the middle brothers. They 9, they got scrimmage for 8s, and they got scrimmage for 10s.
And 11.
Oh, and see, look, they didn't give them 11 used to work.
Because my thing is, once you get in the 9th grade, all that go out the window. High school school is high school.
It's like a head start.
I mean, that makes sense though. I'd rather you play them up, especially if they up to the level of that competition. I get it. If you ain't, don't play it. Don't rush it. But if you are,
because a lot of these kids, right, like I'm expecting to see them on Friday nights as a freshman.
Oh, okay.
Because of the coaching they get now.
Right.
See, a lot of these teams still go through cartoon characters, as they say, as the way to get the kid who's taught. They get the kids get to high school, it's gonna be numbers. So if you hear me saying pinky,
okay. All right.
But these group of kids, with that coaching staff over there, they will be starting varsity on Friday nights.
So are y'all the feeder system to Winwood?
Yeah, in a way.
In a way? Okay. 'Cause that's open enrollment, right? I mean, I know they got time.
Jan Murphy.
It's like how it is now.
Winton.
One team they have the middle school and then they go from
That's good.
that's
And trust me, everybody from the money team is starting in 7th or in 8th grade.
And where is it would you like to go to high school to play football if you can?
any high school.
Oh, that was a good one.
he ain't been stuck on. He ain't been stuck on interview.
He's thinking hard.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Sal.
Okay. Man that knows what he wants to do.
Winwoods.
Winwoods. Okay, we got Warriors sitting up here on the stage. We're going to try to sway this LaSalle Lancer here a little bit to kind of stay on our side of town. What we gonna do? Oh, man, he want to join. He want to join. Oh man. Oh man, we got
Hey, guess what?
Molar
They
Crusade.
could be teammates because they ain't nobody year apart. 10 and 9.
That is interesting.
One will be a freshman. His sophomore, he'll be a freshman.
I love that. Wow. That's
Holy
something.
Crusade.
That is something.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah, I know Christian Harris. If you don't know Christian Harris, he's like one of the top defensive tackles in the state. Right. Trying to get him up here. And at the same time, I'm trying to get y'all back up here. So if y'all trying to go to Molar, you might be able to meet him. You know, it might be a good opportunity to kind of say, hey man, you know, talk to him about it. You know, I'm only 9.
This is something. His junior, senior.
Yeah, it's senior.
Is that, tell me, is that the kid that played Trojan what?
Who?
What's his name?
Christian.
He played at North College Hill, boy.
Oh, he played no college here?
Male.
No, because there was
Yeah.
a kid from, I hate to say it, this coach name, but everybody knows what I'm talking about. The big fella. That had a kid on his team that was a dominant dog up there, and I think he was the Molar, if I'm not mistaken. And
Big
he
Wayne
doing
coach?
very well.
I just said the damn name.
Shit.
They got coaching though when he was North College Hill Trojan.
No. That's the kid from Trojan Black then.
I'm saying Wayne coaching.
I know, at Trojan Black.
You just said it, that's too late.
Yeah, I know Eddie Ko too.
Just a big
wide receiver.
Just a big fella like this.
Get him up here and meet you guys.
That's how we do that.
Be cool. Molar in the house.
They know I'm the biggest troll. I'm a big troll.
Well, again, man, I'm not sure if you got a chance to get your favorite stuff. What's your favorite subject in school?
Math.
Got 3 mathematicians up here, man. We got 3 kids that enjoy one of the hardest subjects in
You ain't gonna be able to cheat these kids.
Exactly, definitely. About them, but they definitely got their minds applied
You're gonna
to
be count money.
applied science, so to speak. But definitely good luck to you guys, the Money Boys. We're definitely gonna be checking you out here in the next couple of weeks here in the near future. Best of luck. Stay healthy. All right. Keep working hard. All right. And at the same time, continue to be good young men, good students, and represent your school well. And obviously, representing your families the right way. All right. Anything else you guys want to say to anybody before we go?
Before we go, I'm going to be giving out T-shirts with Play of the Week. Week 3, week 2. All right.
Good stuff. Anything else you want to say to anybody out there at all? One last shout out to anybody? No? No one? All right. Cool. All right. Well, those the Money Boys again, representing the Mega Southwest Ohio Football League. We're not boxed in. We'll be right back.
Yeah, we out here, bright lights, game day. With no field turning up, it's the showcase. Sunday heat, September vibes in the air. Clark, Montessori on impact everywhere. From the dugout to the plate, feel the power when we swing. High school kings, crowd loud when we bring the fire and the hustle, everybody gon' see. This the moment, the legend where the boys gon' be. Oh, squad on deck, energy insane. Bats cracking bases, burning like flame. From the first pitch to the very last play, we gon' shine, we gon' win, we gon' put it on display. It's the boys high school baseball showcase. Turn the volume up, let the crowd go crazy. From the first base slide to the home plate chase. We reppin' hard, yeah, we run this place. It's the boys high school baseball showcase. Dreams in the dirt and the lights in our face. From the city to the league, this our big stage. We throw high, let's set it ablaze.
Hey, hold on. Big Wayne made one of me crying river. Yeah, hold on. Let me get up here with my guys, man.
Tay, go ahead and hold my tripod up in front of us too. Get that on live. Let everybody see what we're doing out there. Yeah, that's right. This is Northern 11th Helicopter. No sit here representing live here on Facebook. Kicking it with the Money Boys here. You know what I'm saying? Doing our thing. We behind the scenes. Hey, yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Got my man Spice. Got my man Amir. You know what I mean? Got my man Tim. What's up, man? Let's get right here. Let's get right here. Tell them, man, what y'all do, what y'all about. Like, what's up, man? Y'all celebration dance. Let them know what y'all be doing out there. That's the celebration. Hold on, they're back up, Dave. I'm gonna show me how that goes again.
No, stop.
This,
I was on the phone. You said, let me go up there.
Oh, so we or a farm.
Come up there.
Okay. All right, that's what's up. Boom. That helicopter in the building with the Money Boys. That's what's up, y'all. We out.
Well, you know,
That's what's up, guys.
that's for
Now y'all was on my live, man.
You know, we might skip over a couple of things, but he did a great
Product
job.
placement, you know what I mean? I had to break it out the pack. You know what I mean? Shout out
Where
to
you
my man,
at? Hold on.
Vince's teams out of Dayton.
Oh, you
also check him out online. Got this sweet 1998 right here. Y'all don't even know. Welcome back to the Box Game Podcast. We finished the night up the evening. Just had a great segment with the Winton boys representing Southwest Florida football and the Mega League. Best of luck to them. Shout out to the players and what they're doing. Good luck to the team. Stay injury free. And keep representing the University of Cincinnati when you go out of town to put in that work. Jumping back into some news here really quick. A couple tidbits that I obviously had to get you to see. I got product placement on this weekend. You know, with the Bearcats 1998-99 warm-up jersey top on, you know what I mean? Representing real hard, real fresh here. The man's over at Sissy Vintage Teens, you know, get at it. Marcus Foster on IG, got some great stuff, man. Also, had an opportunity got this. Got that old school Adidas Tony Pike. Shout out to Tony as he's been inducted into the James P. Kelly Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? The mayor of Cincinnati, his son called him. You know what I mean? My man TP. And it's got that FedEx Orange Bowl sticker on it. That's what I'm talking about. That official la la la. You know what I mean? So yeah, I got me something here for this Thursday to rock, but at the same time, that's something to represent all the time because every day is a great day to be a Cincinnati Bearcat. Shout out to you again, Tony Pike. Again, shout out to my man Marcus Foster. You know what I'm saying? He's got that heat, he's got that flavor. As you see, I'm gonna keep it for you. You know what I mean? Product placement, that's what it's all about here. Keeping it with the Bearcats again, our ladies soccer team lost to that school over there yesterday at 2-0 in their soccer match. We're going to mark our calendars for that next cross-town rivalry to take place so we can make sure we take care of them over there. Good luck to the women's soccer team going forward, but I want to make sure I got that tidbit in because, again, we're representing the Bearcats. Again, big Thursday, big week for local sports. Again, the University of Cincinnati men's football or men's football. It's only football, it's not women's football. Although they should go ahead and get a women's flag football team down there on campus. Not sure if that could be something that's in the works, but it's something that is taken over. A lot of entities, high school has developed it, you know, in the state of Ohio as a sports. So come on, college, let's get that women's flag football thing jumping off. But our football team is kicking off this Thursday night, prime time, 9 o'clock on ESPN against Nebraska. Again, looking to get a good start to the Big 12 season, and then again, like I said, knock on the door a little bit and kind of improve on their season from last year. You know, we talked about it before, how close they were in a lot of games. It was just about, again, that one possession here or there that was the difference between winning and losing. So Coach Satterfield, I know, took him to camp higher ground and instilled some different qualities and some different motivation into the minds and the hearts of these guys. And our Bearcats, I know, are excited to kick off. I know our fans are excited to see the product, these new uniforms that's going to be unveiled as well. So it's a lot of excitement surrounding the next couple of days here in the city of Cincinnati. With the Reds as well, the Reds have been making that push, as we talked about late in the season, having a team above 500 like you have them. And it's exciting to watch them go out and play and do what they do. They are a baseball team, or the only baseball team that haven't been swept all season. You know, it says a lot about, you know, when you're being down maybe a couple games in the series, you don't want to come out and finish on Sunday. No, you finish the job, you do what you got to do. And the Reds have hung their hats on that and being, again, a team that has not been swept all season. But a game and a half back, a game and a half back of the Mets for that final playoff spot, sitting at 68 and 63, the Mets at 69 and 61. With 31 games left in the season, man, now is that time where anything can happen. Again, the Reds have been playing some really, really good baseball, very competitively. Some guys that really stepped out of themselves and done some things athletically, individually to kind of help this cause. taking 2 out of 3 from the Diamondbacks going to their last recent series, but going back almost a week ago, taking 2 out of 3 from the Los Angeles Angels as well. So again, tonight starts a really huge series out west with the Los Angeles Dodgers, who have not been playing the best baseball as of late, who have kind of, tailed off here towards this latter month. So hopefully the Reds can go out there, man, and catch them sleeping a little bit. I know it's a 3-hour time difference for everyone, so if you can kind of maybe take a little bit of that action out. Make sure you turn that tube on, man, because the Reds again are again making a final push and playing some exciting baseball for the city. So again, best of luck to them. Hunter Green is on the mound tonight, so we got one of our best guys going out there. So let's play baseball, man, guys. Keep pushing, keep playing hard, and again, it's a legitimate chance for these guys to really make that last push, man, to get into the playoffs. So, good luck to those guys. Recapping the Bengals against Indianapolis Colts, it was not the best look, but at the same time, you didn't get a chance to see many guys out there as they rested a lot of their starters and things like that. So a lot of other players got a chance to play. And as we talked about earlier, put some tape together, man, for either some other teams or for the Bengals to maybe look at for them going into this football season. Listening to Zach Taylor talk about what transpired, he said he thought that they got the work that they needed to get done. Says he feel good about his football team and about where they are at this point right now, and they got a good chance next week. Great chance next week with it being a bonus week to get ready for the Cleveland Browns here in their season opener. They waived 11 players today. We talked about Peyton Thorne, one of them earlier, Nate Brooks, defensive back, Shaquan Loyal, safety, Rashad Owens, wide receiver, Cole Burgess, wide receiver, and Taven Bryan, defensive tackle. So in talking about some of these guys that have an opportunity to make the roster last week, we had highlighted some guys that was in competition for some spots going back to the Washington Commanders game. And we watched Tinsley go out there and really, really set the bar as far as maybe making that last spot of receivers or maybe jumping a little bit higher, man. I don't know, maybe on that roster. But he definitely solidified himself as one of the guys that could possibly be on the 53-man roster when it comes out. And again, another notable, Kendall Milton, long run in the game, obviously against Indianapolis, was set up a quarterback sneak for Dustin Ritter, which again, you get the ball down in a position to score. You want to be able to get it across the goal line. Dustin was able to kind of put that on film for him. 8 carries, 72 yards for Kendall Milton. Again, these are things that, again, fare well for guys that are trying to make a football team. And Mema Dujameta. Sorry if I messed that up. I maybe got it correct, but 11 tackles, man, all right, through the preseason games. 11 tackles against Indianapolis, but only 7 through the 2 previous preseason games. So that's a guy, man, that's been really on a tear in the preseason as far as really going out there and really putting his best foot forward. He was had 27 tackles last year and was second in the NFL as far as leading tackler in the league. So that's one guy that the Bengals may have to keep an eye on, man, as far as his motor and things like that. He sounds like he's a guy that really, really wants to play football. 8 carries, 72 yards again for Kendall Milton. That was the most yardage since 2017 in the preseason game that took place against the Indianapolis Colts we were talking about. Speaking with the NFL, news out of Cleveland, as again we talked about Shedeur Sanders being the preseason story, so to speak, for the Cleveland Browns and all that. Cleveland Browns were undefeated. So they did something right when it came to putting the product on the field, going out there playing football, executing and following through the whole game. I know we don't look at the preseason as much, but at the same time, when you're a team that's been in turmoil and amidst as this organization has, going out and getting anything positive done has been great to see. So again, being a hometown guy from there, it's kind of cool to see that, they did have a successful campaign. Now, whether or not they continue on the season, that remains to be seen. But again, the story out of there is Shador Sanders, going back to the quote Dylan Gabriel had about competitors and entertainers. We talked about how maybe that would be perceived. Shador had an opportunity just to speak with him about it. And as I thought the guy would take it, he took it as humbly as he could, took it with a smile on his face, and as he talked about it, let Dylan Gabriel know that he never took offense to anything that was said to him about it. And that people, obviously on Dylan Gabriel's side, took it the wrong way, which again, locker room talk is locker room talk. But I'm not sure how much this will be taken the wrong way when you have a NFL Hall of Famer like Eric Dickerson, who has reportedly put out a statement about how the NFL was, again, the situation where they didn't really want to draft the kid. And again, these quoted words, again, we don't ever want to, again, jump into what cannot be maybe factual, but there's a lot of different statements and a lot of reports on this. So we're going to go with it. If it's not true, we'll retract it later. But Eric Dickerson stated the NFL told teams not to draft Shador Sanders. NFL told teams, do not draft him. We're going to make an example out of him, whatever that means. Since someone called the Browns and said, don't do that. Don't draft him. And again, man, I'm not sure, again, what the big deal is when it comes to Shador, Deion, Shiloh, whoever else Sanders you want to name. But it just seems to really, really be like something that has really become comical in the sense when you have the different things that keep coming out and being reported as to what's being going on, what's being said, why this is being done, why that is not being done. So at the end of the day, I just hope that for, again, his mental health, he continues to be the young man that he is. Shador has done all the right things. He's in the school systems in Cleveland. He's shown up to these practices, unannounced at these places, surprising these kids, giving them something more to kind of envision themselves being as, or just giving them an inspirational moment, period. You know what I mean? Being someone that probably won't ever get a chance to meet and be that close to you, have an opportunity to meet someone of that nature, that stature, right in front of you. So he's doing all those great things, man, putting himself in the public eye and things like that. So I commend him for all those good things. He didn't have the best preseason game, last game going out. Maybe a little bit of extra activity was something that may have plagued it. Maybe didn't get the reps or the practice that he needed. But at the same time, you cannot knock a good person. And Shador Sanders has done everything right. He's been a good person to everyone. And I just wish that the whole soap opera gets over here real soon. Tyler Huntley has been released as a quarterback up there in Cleveland. So as we talked about earlier, maybe that, boosts one more roster spot up for Shador going forward. But again, it's just one of those situations that you just kind of wish that people would kind of just move on from and kind of let the guy just do his thing. College football, again, big week coming up. We got some major matchups coming off of our college football opening weekend. This weekend past, saw a pretty good game with Iowa State and Kansas State, which took place over in Dublin, Ireland. ISU ended up winning that game 22-21. Big 12 matchup. Obviously, have my eyes on that for that reason. So you watch a opponent of the University of Cincinnati potentially down the road. But this week, man, it's loaded. Obviously, got the University of Cincinnati Bearcats again on Thursday. But the big one coming up on August 30th, you got 4 big ones. You have Ohio State, Texas versus Ohio State, number 3 versus number 1. You have number 9 versus number 4, LSU. I'm sorry, that would be August 30th. Sorry, LSU and Clemson. Number 4, Clemson. You have Saturday. You have number 6, Notre Dame facing number 10, Miami. Also Saturday, you have number 8, Alabama versus Florida State. And on the 29th, you have Baylor versus Auburn. And the 31st, Virginia Tech versus number 13 South Carolina. So this week is again revving up to be a really, really good week of college football. Fellas, back down the hat, so to speak, get the wings ready, get the air fryer going, let's get the grills all smoked out, smokers ready for the pulled pork. Let's get the refreshments, let's get the Tostitos and the salsa, all those football treats that the buffalo dip. Can't forget that buffalo dip, and you gotta have wings. You know, I already said the air fryer, but it went without saying. You gotta toss those wings in the air fryer. All right, man, get that buffalo dip out, whatever dip it is you like, man, and just enjoy again a great week of college athletics because we all know the pageantry that takes place in college football. We know this is a big year for a lot of teams. In college football looking to make a turn. A lot of people in the transfer portal wanting to go to new teams and show that they made the right choices and decisions. So again, it's going to be an interesting look at college football, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited about some of the matchups again. I'm excited about what the Bearcats are going to do, and excited about again some of these coaches that are in the NCAA college field now with Bill Belichick, Michael Vick, Eddie George, just to name a couple. DeMarco Murray, actually, if I'm not mistaken, from Oklahoma. He's coaching as well, just to name a few. But we'll get the rest of those coaches' names as well, man, because we have a lot of them that, again, have taken that next step and become coaches after their playing days. So it's exciting to see them back a part of college sports, and we'll see what they bring to the table as former college football players in their own rights and their own respect. Jumping back into my WNBA real quick, we had a story about Angel Reese that we didn't get a chance to get to. Angel Reese won his debut. Pretty nice looking shoe as well. But she had an interview with Elle Magazine. It was interesting, her quote and comment. She's a very, very confident individual. You cannot knock Angel Reese's, her drive. You cannot knock her confidence in her ability or in oneself. She's definitely stepping out there as a diva. But definitely listening to her quote about her shoes. She said her shoe, she wanted to become a household name. The popularity of it. She wanted people to wear her shoes just like they wear the Jordans. As you see, the Jordan brand is still doing its thing. I got on something from '98 when we first brought it out, '97, '98. And here it is, we're in 2025, and it's still kicking and running the way it is. So if Angel Reese can capture the minds and the hearts of the public, through her play and through her philanthropy, through her attitude, through goodness of being a person, maybe she can strike something with Reebok, and it can be a shoe that is long-standing. It can be something that stands the test of time, so to speak. I say that because Jordan is not playing basketball anymore, but his shoe is still selling as if the guy is still winning MVPs, and NBA championships. So Angel, as I said to the young man earlier from the Money Boys, shoot for the moon, and you'll fall amongst those stars. And hopefully you will get the accolades and everything else that comes along with being the person that you are. Winding down here. Getting into our next segment here as we get ready to end the show here. But we not boxed in. Just want to highlight, is it Kensei Matsuzawa? All right. Hopefully I got that out right. He's the kicker from Hawaii who taught himself how to kick by watching YouTube videos. All right. The kid wanted to play college football, saw a college football event, so he taught himself how to kick by watching YouTube videos. And again, as you know, YouTube will teach you anything from, as I just said, how to kick a football to how to take out your battery or your carburetor in your car. Wide range of things that you can learn about on YouTube. Kids, get on YouTube, learn a craft. I might go on YouTube and just start putting my training stuff out there, just showing kids how to do certain things because, again, everything is teachable and it's learnable at the same time. But this kid enrolled in junior college here in Ohio, and they got a scholarship to the University of Hawaii. And again, it's an interesting story because taught himself to kick, and he kicked the game-winning field goal this weekend against Stanford. So it just goes to show you, what you can do if you put your mind to it. Looking at his interview, he said he was more nervous about speaking English in front of everybody than he was about kicking. So Kensai Matsuzawa, shout out to you, man. Best of luck to you this year over here in Hawaii. It was great to see your moment. High school football game of the week. Woods versus Kings coming up. They took care of business against Springfield, a good Division I team, this past week. Looking to see what the Woods Warriors can continue on that winning path coming up for the game of the week this week. Going back to this last weekend again, put up a good fight against the Springfield team out of Dayton. Took care of them. West loses a close one to St. X. So those games are always close between those two guys. Anderson just comes out and mauls Cooper the second half. Big Mo kept things rolling against Princeton. So big matchups this weekend. Cupcap versus Elder. Oak Hills versus Dakota East. Another second week of high school football, man. It's going to be exciting again. If you didn't get a chance to get out the first week, get out here the second week. Check some of this high school action out. These kids are out here doing their thing, shining. Not boxed in comments or stories of the week. Smith League champions, Griffin Elite, back to back. These guys coming out of Kentucky, man, doing their thing and took the championship trophy again over here at Woodward. Shout out to Griffin Elite, but they had a pro squad anyway, man. Probably could have went and beat a lower level D League team with that squad they had. Aziz Bandago signs in Turkey, and Istanbul, Turkey, in the Super League. All right, good luck to my man Aziz, former Bearcat center here in the Turkish Basketball Super League over there. Corey Kiner, former University of Cincinnati running back, he was waived by the San Francisco 49ers, but he was injured, which kind of like, you hate to see that happen. He would, with them being injured, they didn't give an opportunity, I really to fully to make that team. But best of luck to Corey Kiner in his next steps as a free agent. Cam Newton, jersey retirement coming up, man. Cam Newton was a beast. Got a hot podcast show right now, but man, Cam Newton jersey retirement. Get an opportunity to check that out. Check that game out here coming up in the next 2 weeks. Mike Boone, former another running back for the University of Cincinnati, signed with the Miami Dolphins, that makes another Bearcat in the NFL. Wild story after this weekend's college football game in Dublin, Ireland. Avery Johnson, quarterback of the Kansas State Wildcats, dad and brother got into a brouhaha in the streets of Dublin. What? Was it the beer? Did they have too much of that beer over here? I don't know what it means. I know over there in Ireland, man, the Irish people, man, they drink a lot of beer, man. They get going. The parties are wild. I've been to St. Patrick's Day in Nashville. That was crazy. So I can imagine in Dublin, Ireland, where the beer is just flowing. But I wonder, what will make them two get into a fight? I mean, was it the fact that Kansas State got beat? Or what? But crazy family dynamic, man, taking place on the streets of Dublin, Ireland. If you can catch that story, take a look at that story. It's definitely one that will have you kind of scratching your head as, again, what took place. Daniel Jones, Indianapolis coach, man, named him the starting QB. He didn't do anything out there in New York. It's another head scratcher, man. It's one of those, type of moments, but definitely a not boxed in story for this week, because again, we're talking about numbers and we're talking about the future and Richardson being young and this and that. And man, I just didn't know it was that bad up there in Indy for them to kind of pull that plug in Dan Jones. But anyway, shout out to Daniel Jones, man. Good luck to you. Best of luck and all that. But hey, man, that's going to be our show for the evening. Hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you again next week, as we will be moving to Tuesday nights with the We Not Boxed In podcast. Again, a lot of local great action this week. Check all of your local listings for all of the happenings with your local teams. Let's go Bearcats football. Let's get it on. Let's get a W against Big 12. Let's keep that whole Cincinnati dominance in Arrowhead rocking and rolling. We out.